and your lungs would burn because of all the garbage in the air. And people work so hard to clean that up. To see this administration undermine that for what? So some polluters can get a bit more profit. In 1967, Ronald Reagan signed into law, state law, creation of the California Air Resources Board. Then 3 years later, the federal government passed the Clean Air Act when Nixon was president, and that created a challenge for California because California's law that it had passed 3 years previously was actually more restrictive in terms of air emissions than the federal law. And so since 1970, California has been granted a waiver under the Federal Clean Air Act to clean up its air pollution in a manner exceeding the federal standard. This was not partisan at all, exactly the opposite. As I mentioned, Reagan was governor of California, Nixon was president of the United States. And then governors, Republican governors like Arnold Schwarzenegger, Democratic governors like Jerry Brown, they've all been on the same page that California needs to aggressively clean up both its stationary source pollution and its mobile source pollution. And now my friends on the other side of the aisle and President Trump, he has gone after that too. And the Senate now has voted to undermine California's ability to set its own air emissions standards. And it's heartbreaking for those of us that grew up in a place like Southern California where we had the smog alerts all the time in the 80s. You'd run around the track at school and your lungs would burn because of all the garbage in the air. And people work so hard to clean that up. To see this administration undermine that for what? So some polluters can get a bit more profit. It's really disgraceful.